I know that signing a mental or religious exemption is not the right thing to do because I'm not mentally ill nor extremely religious. At 12 to 14 years old, we should be busy being kids, not worried about being forced to change in front of biological males or attach a label to ourselves for being uncomfortable with it.
Wow, so in case you didn't know, the Temecula Valley Unified School District board members voted on a policy allowing biological boys to use girls' bathrooms and locker room. And on top of it, they are trying to force young girls into signing a mental health accommodation if they disagree with the policy. Pretty evil. God bless these young ladies for their courage.
Do we have any student comments at this time?
Okay, first up is Kylie, followed by Brooklyn.
Hi, I'm Kyla Wool. I was one of the girls who spoke at the previous school board meeting with my friend. I want to start by thanking Dr. K and Ms. Wiersma. Their support has given me the confidence to speak on an issue that matters deeply to me. Many of the girls at school feel the same way as Brooklyn and I. We don't want to change in front of a biological male and don't want to label ourselves as mental or religiously extreme. I know that signing a mental or religious exemption is not the right thing to do because I'm not mentally ill nor extremely religious. Students shouldn't be forced to justify their feelings with a mental or religious label in order for their privacy to be respected. At 12 to 14 years old, we should be busy being kids, not worried about being forced to change in front of biological males or attach a label to ourselves for being uncomfortable with it. This has consumed our lives for over a month now, and we're looking to you to help us girls feel seen and protected. So we won't stop until the school board has a better solution other than this accommodation form that mislabels us as something we're not. Even though I just turned 13, I'm smart enough to know that wanting this privacy amongst my own sex shouldn't require a mental or religious form to make me feel comfortable. I hope you consider never putting forth policies like this again, and we just want to be kids and have our innocence protected. Thank you.
Thank you.
Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Hendricks, and I spoke at the last board meeting. Today, I would like to bring to attention the fact that the solutions that have been proposed are not working, and there needs to be a change. I would like to make it clear that this is not against any specific person, and it isn't political, nor is it religious. This should just be common sense. As of right now, we are going into locker rooms in waves. This is causing us to only have around 10 to 15 minutes of PE in total. Therefore, this is not a good solution. Falsely signing something saying that we are mentally ill or extremely religious is an even worse solution. This can hurt young girls' self-esteem and cause problems that weren't there before. Instead, I ask you to consider better solutions, such as creating separate locker rooms filled with privacy stalls, not only for trans students, but anyone who is uncomfortable changing in front of people. This solution will help everyone who is uncomfortable for any reason. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Ribeiro, and I go to James L. Day Middle School, and I would like to talk about the start of change and privacy for all. I first want to say, no one at my school hates a transgender student, and we do not support any hate or homophobic comments made about anyone. We love and support her decision to transition. We are protesting for change, not against her. We believe there are better solutions than signing a mental health form. For example, adding curtains or more changing stalls to the locker room, or creating a gender-neutral locker room, not just for transgender students, but also for every other boy and girl who have body dysmorphia or are severely uncomfortable changing in front of people. These are all better solutions than having us falsely sign forms saying we are mentally ill or extremely religious. I hope you take these plans into consideration and hear our voices. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Last speaker is Alina.
Hello, my name is Elena Resto and I'm a student at TVUSD. I would like to discuss the issue with having biological males in a female locker room. To begin with, locker rooms involve undressing, showering, and intimate personal care. This means that females are in a very physically vulnerable state. Sharing these spaces between male and females can lead to discomfort, embarrassment, and a loss of personal dignity, especially for minors or individuals from conservative or religious backgrounds. Even if no harm is intended, the mere presence of someone of the opposite sex can cause distress to others. Sex-segregated locker rooms are a long-standing norm because they respect physical boundaries and social expectations surrounding modesty, especially in environments where people are exposed or undressed. If the biological male is highly affected by changing in the male's locker room, then they should be offered different accommodations, such as a non-binary locker room or the option to change at the nurse's office. This will help both the females that are uncomfortable with males in their space and the trans students that are uncomfortable changing in their designated locker rooms. I say no more. No more putting minor females in adult situations. No more biological males in our locker room.
So do you go to this school, James Day Middle School?
Yes.
And how do you feel about boys going into your locker room?
I feel disrespected thinking that, personally, like, we're biological females and any guy can just say he's a female and get into the locker room and never know what can happen.
Yeah.
It's very common and you don't know who you're in there with when you're taking off your pants. It's just very, you have to be conserved in that locker room because you're naked. That's what everyone knows. And nobody's doing anything about it, so I guess we had to fight for it.
Thank you.
All right, boys. Why are you here today and why should we protect girls in the bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports?
For fairness. For fairness.
Fairness?
I'm here to support my friends because they're suffering from a transgender guy that has a men's, and the woman should not be doing that because it belongs to the women's locker room. I don't think it's all right. It's not good.
I feel like women have the right to be disgusted if a boy is changing in the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
Amen. God bless this young man for standing up for what is right. And of course, this is happening in California. And we have lunatics out there pushing for this man, Gavin Newsom, to be our next president. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. God bless you and your family. Got you on the next one.